EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run to Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now Jackson. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Can. Stop.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let it in. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his man in stride complete. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Burrow. Working around the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2.
2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to put that out to the flat. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
180. 180. 11. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. For a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. A
big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Ravens in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting. And now the rookie screen. He may go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Burrow changing the look.
12.
Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11.
Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
It's 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. But now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shamar Stewart. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they get to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On 2, ready?
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go. Cut.
Play action. It's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10
Here we go.
at the 32-yard line.
Cut.
In motion goes the tight end.
What is that? Cut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready? Ready, son?
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's get set. Can. Stop. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hey! Get on! 13. Get on!
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Get on! Get on!
Jackson now. Guys getting complete over the middle. It's Wood. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on!
First down, here's Mitchell. Breaks through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
180! 180! That's it! 180!
Jackson. It's tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Bengals 13. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down and a yard.
Hold on. Here we go. Wide in.
Here's Burrow. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now 3rd down and 7. Sprung in that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To throw is Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. On his loop for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 13. Tyler Luke to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
On 2. 11. Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he had this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Can.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. They're going to look to throw. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Gun.
They'll send the receiver in motion left. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes off the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Get set.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, He found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now 2nd and 3. Jackson. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And Walker has it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled there by Jordan Battle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
On
second and goal, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now a second and 10.
11, MT, take. Right, 80.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They run over center with Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The score, Ravens 28, Bengals 13. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And bulldozing his way through. With him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson throwing to start the drive. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's hot! Hot! 180! It's hot!
That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself for 9 yards out. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Ravens will line up for the
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is is going to stay right where it is.
19.
Now after the touchdown loop, back out to kick this one away. Whoa, it still won't go down. Running room at the 50, look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hot. Hot. Stop.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Ravens 34, Bengals 25.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Second and 7.
Ready. Sit hot. 180. What is that?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
180.
Now Burrow. That is a big fella. 90 BK forcing his way in. He comes up with a save.
A loss of 11 yards. 3 and out.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Bengals 25. Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. What's up? Stop.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Stop. 180. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is 4th-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
180, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far.